big question is, will APC National Convention still hold or not? With the court issues hanging on the party and INEC warning the party of violating its own laws, well, the Electoral Act as well as the Constitution, many party members are apprehensive of what will happen next. Well, joining us in the studio is a member of the accreditation committee of the APC in the March 26th convention, Abuh Andrew. Abuh, thank you so much for being here tonight. And of course, let's start with the fact that, reports just reaching us says a high court in the Federal Capital Territory has now restrained your party, the All Progressives Congress, from proceeding with its planned national convention until the case against the party pending before the court is heard and determined. So one big question is, the 26th March convention, are we still having it?
Well, so far, that date is sacrosanct and is still going to hold. I don't know at what point this court judgment came out. I don't know if a court sat today being Sunday.
It's not a judgment, it's just a ruling. I mean, it's
okay.
Just a ruling.
So I don't know if court sits on Sundays in Nigeria, but as we move towards the convention, a lot of things are going to unfold, and we'll know if this report coming out is authentic or not. So by and large, we have issues, here and there in the party, and you have a lot of people coming up with different stories and different gimmicks, to discredit the planned convention. But we'll get over all these.
You're speaking as a member of the accreditation subcommittee or planning committee of the APC Convention. But from all indications, a staccato of voices on allegations and counter-allegations, and that makes the public to be a little wary about your party and the progress it is really making. Is the APC heading for the Golgotha?
I wouldn't say that. Where stakes are high, things like this are bound to happen. But I think at this point, I would tell all party members and all stakeholders to just keep their calm, and everybody should just keep up with the plans of the convention, whatever ambition you have to get on the NWC or the NEC in the 26th March date for the convention. Just keep up with your plans. It's going to happen.
Well, even though all of this is bound to happen according to what you're saying, but what wonders the internal mechanism to resolving conflicts within a political party, especially a ruling party? It begs a lot of questions, really, looking at how the APC is handling everything. Because if you compare now, especially with the main opposition party, we seem to have its organs in order. Looking at INEC's timetable and the fact that you have to have, at least your presidential candidate and vice before a certain date in June. Are you worried for your party?
For now, I'm not. And the reason is simple. So there is this talk about the caretaker chairman, Governor Mai Mala Buni, being edged out, which is not true. Unfortunately, media houses have run with that news, without seeing any report or any conversation.
There was a signed document from him that he handed over to the governor of Niger State, Bello, who is the acting chairman of the convention, the caretaker committee right now. So don't rubbish media organizations. Go resolve your crisis. Tell us that there is no crisis.
Now, when you say handing over,
Nigerians are too quick to be running down media organizations. We report what we see, factual reporting. So put it in perspective.
Okay, so as it stands today, there is no communication that have said that the APC caretaker chairman have been sacked by the body that constituted that caretaker, which is the NEC. So for me, it is that straightforward. If the party has a constitution that says for anybody that has been created by the NEC, if it is going to be disbanded, it's going to go through the same process that created that body. I don't see any reason why, from maybe a statement or from the governor of Niger State being the acting chairman of the party, now says that the caretaker chairman has been edged out. Okay, so now the caretaker chairman is on a health holiday. He has transmitted a letter to the Niger State governor to act on his behalf, and that is what is on ground. The caretaker chairman is still very much the chairman of the party. And until we see a letter saying otherwise, then I don't think we should even have that in our conversation.
Well, you're trying to play down the issues in your party, because I do know that the National Secretary, that's Abuh Andrew, did say that he had not resigned, despite the news that filtered out earlier that he had. But we do know that, the governor of Niger State did send a letter to INEC, even though it wasn't, admitted. And in that letter, someone else called Bello Tahir Maman was actually written as the National Secretary of your party. Admit it or not, there is a crisis in the APC. But the question right now is, what is the way forward out of this impasse, especially looking at the March 26th date that you have said is sacrosanct for your
And what INEC has said to say that this new executive has not given 21 days notice. So it's the Buni's 21 days notice that can only make the March 26th.
Absolutely, and that's why I'm saying that there are no issues. Okay, because Buni is still the chairman of the caretaker committee. Okay, so in any case, the people in the caretaker committee knows the process. If they are going to take out the national secretary, Abuh Andrew, they know the process. And NEC has to sit for that to happen. And that hasn't happened. So I don't think right now what the party needs to be focused on, and what I am urging all party members to be focused on, is the fact that we have a convention that is coming up on the 26th of March. And that is what we should be concentrating on. Committees have swung into actions. We've been inaugurated last week, and we've started, as you can see on the screen today, the governor of Kano State has gone to inspect our venue. So things are moving. We're on course for our convention.
Well, things are moving, but we're seeing members of your party fly all the way to the United Kingdom to seek the audience of Mr. President. You're saying there's no problem in your party, so why is Mr. President being visited to find a solution to what is happening in the party?
I mean, we've had situations where people have gone to see the president, and in any case, I don't think the president, the visit of people going to see Mr. President has anything to do with the party.
It does, because only
the Attorney General is not a member of the caretaker committee.
Only 24 hours ago, the president's deputy spokesman issued a statement about the president's concern about the ongoings in the party.
Absolutely.
So
in that statement, if you read the statement from start to finish, the president's spokesman also acknowledged the fact that what is happening in the party today is being overblown by the media.
Here he comes back blaming it on the media, but we report the facts as it is out there in the public.
So
we'd have to say thank you so much.
Yeah, there's no crisis in APC.
I have to say, but the president is saying there's disunity, we have to come together. Abuh Andrew, thank you for being here tonight on the program.